Welcome back. Yesterday my phone ran out, so we're going to continue this reading. Deep breath in. I am seeing you sitting in a church with some type of holy book in your hands, and you are finding yourself trying to find peace, and then in the next moment you are sitting in the woods and you are reading another book. This book is more like a guidebook on plants and what the different spirit animals mean and stuff like that. And at the same time, when you were sitting back in the church, it's like the rosemary was wrapped around your hands, and then that was ripped away from your hands, and your hands were all bloody, and it was like you finding a holy place that works best for you is hugely important, and listening to your own inner guidance and listening to your own intuition. And you might not even know what that is. And the best way to learn to listen to your inspiration and intuition is actually those inspired thoughts. You getting an idea is your intuition. You being inspired to do something is your intuition. And quite often people think intuition are these really big signs that hit you upside the head. They're not. They're all the little ideas that are leading you along the way, that you get an idea or you're delayed somewhere, so you can't go somewhere at a certain time frame, or you have to go home a different direction. That's all your intuition leading you. It's when you get smacked upside the head that usually happens because you've not been listening to your intuition. And so I hugely encourage you to figure out how your intuition talks to you, because it'll be a little bit different for everybody, and being led the way you need to be led. Okay, we're going to pull some cards. This is from the Threads of Fate book. This is called the Sovereign, which goes along with what I was just telling you. You are your own sovereignness. You are your own queen, goddess, high priestess, however you want to call your own higher self. You are sovereign. You have that own crown, and you don't necessarily need a physical crown to understand how worthy you are to just be yourself and to be on this self-discovery journey. It is an honor every day to wake up and to do and figure out who you are. A lot of people think that you have to do so much when you're in your 20s. You don't. Quite often, what you think you want to do in your 20s, by the time you're in your 40s, you no longer want to do that. So many people change their career in their 40s. So be open to the flow. Living intuitively is being open to the flow. You can have a plan, but it's better to be with the flow. And you won't know if something works for you until you try it. So you are your own sovereignty, and there are crystals in this crown. So I encourage you to look into crystals and seeing how they speak to you, how they feel, what you are drawn to. Go with what you are drawn to first until you understand them. There are also seashells in this crown. So by water, you might be a water sign. Getting near water or taking Epsom salt soak baths might be hugely, hugely helpful to you, to help you clear your aura, to clear your energy field, to release everything that everybody else has vomited on you throughout the day. Do not follow the crowded road. Follow your own winding road. This is twists and turns, ups and downs, fast movements, slow movements, time of stillness, time of hibernation. This is from Intuitive Guidance by me. You can find this deck on my Etsy shop. We have the orange sacral chakra here, and this goes back to the time when you were 14 and you were just feeling really, really annoyed and at an angst about not being able to be who you want to be. Love and hope have strong resurrection and restorative powers. So that creativity, what might have inspired you as a child that you just knew that you really wanted to do, really encouraged you to look into that more. This is from the Divine Animals Oracle deck, Truth, the Jackal. And we have 4 dog heads here. And one of them is more like a skull. And the Jackal, don't be fooled, don't be pulled back by your doubts and fears, what you're conditioned to think as you were growing up or in a boarding home. Don't let it fool you with how it looks, how strong they might look. You are strong on your own. And don't settle. "44", number 8. I am seeing a little compass piece of jewelry. So there are like jewelries out there, like necklaces, rings, watches that have like a little compass on them. I encourage you to get like some type of compass to remind you of where you are going on your life path, that you are currently in this quest to figure out where you want to go, what you want to do, who you want to be. And you can either get an actual full-on compass, put it in your car, or clip it to your purse or something, but that's just like a little reminder to constantly be inquiring and asking your intuition what you want to be doing, where you want to go, because this is a huge pivotal moment. And to ask these questions is hugely important. So when you don't ask them, that you just follow the crowd, and at some point you wonder, who am I and how did I get here? And you need to like really redirect and reroute, and then you might have become entangled in things. So this is from the Fairy Forest deck, the Solitary, Dedication, Self-Love, Focus. And the whole time I've been doing this reading, and even the second part here, I just feel like there's a lot of like sort of like hermit mode and introvert energy going on here, sort of like just like pulling away from everyone and finding out who you are and what you need to be doing and what you truly want to do. When you are really listening to any experts or gurus or mentors or well-meaning people, they're all telling you from their own experience what works for them. But the only way to listen to your own inner guidance, to find that inner compass, is to just have time alone. Meditate, doing yoga, going for walks, going out in the woods, making your space in where you live feel like a sacred space. And keep asking yourself, asking your guides to show up. And you might have red hair, and the flowers might mean a lot to you too. I'm not sure what kind of flowers these are. But she sort of has that look on her face, sort of like, who am I? Like, what am I doing? Sort of like this inner look. She has this very inward look. And wintertime now is a great time to be sort of like hibernate. just say to people, I'm just working on some things. That's all you need to say, and just do you for a while. So the crystal that I pulled for today is ammonite. This is sort of like a turquoise ammonite. And if you're not familiar with crystals, crystals are sort of like energetic vitamins for our energetic being. Different ones do different things. You carrying them on your body help you, or if you sleep with them underneath your pillow, or put them in your bra, in your purse, or you just hold them throughout the day like a fidget stone. That's how crystals work with your own energy. They have a very subtle response, or you might feel like a really strong pull. Crystals are another way to get to know and understand who you are. Ammonite helps with the throat chakra and being able to speak your truth and being able to voice who you are, as well as also helps with electromagnetic stress and fog, and it's a great one to have. And the herb that I'm pulling for today, this is called Self-Heal or Heal All. It's sort of a catch-all herb. It helps with everything. It has a very mild taste, and sort of the best way to use it is like in a tea form. This is actually stuff that I actually picked and foraged myself. And so I have this whole container of it to use whenever. Another way to get to know yourself is to go out amongst the trees and the plants and talk to them and just be. And so herbs are a great way to get to understand the earth and why you're here on Mama Earth. I'm just hearing the words, there is no hurry, there is no rush. Just continue to be and do things, and you'll know when to do something because you just feel like this incredible pull and draw to it. And you'll know when something is just done, when you're just like, you just really don't want to go there anymore. You just don't want to be part of it anymore. So it's just a journey of really listening to yourself. I'm also hearing that dancing might be really helpful to you, to just like turn on some music and sway with it. Move your body. Move the energy. So we've gone from where you were when you were 14 to discovering who you are 10 years later. You're determined to get there and know that there's bounty and goodness along the way, and getting outside has a lot to do with it. Know that your roots have not killed you off, or in a desert that you've gone through, you still have blossomed. And you know and truly believe that there are positive vibrations all around you, and you have this crown. Okay, there's 2 crowns here going on. This could almost look like a crown in some ways too. And she has flowers in her hair. So understanding who you are and know your own self-worth is so important. Always ask. Wonder instead of worry. And being stressed about it. Remember, you have the answers all inside you. Go into your sacral chakra, and Reiki and yoga will help to open up that vortex of your own inner feminine self. Always seek the truth. And know that time alone is probably going to help you the most with all this. All right, I'm just going to seal this in with a little bit of sound bowl.